to the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Saints and the Cowboys on Sunday Night Primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello, everyone, as the postseason continues here. Ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt. Now in year number 6. On first down, Miles. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Miles. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now Cade York for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round of the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
Becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
To throw on 3rd down. Miles, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. The York on now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
On second down, it's Thornton. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Well, is it third and somewhat manageable now? Not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Take it at the 37. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Up the middle they go. Forbes. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense on balance.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now back to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Bates. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The New Orleans offense set to take over. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Throwing on 1st down. Miles. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving.
The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He has it complete to Christian Watson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 2nd down now, it's Thornton. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, Thornton. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. To throw on second down, Miles. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. The offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Miles. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he's got his big tight end here. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. They'll try the left side. Forbes. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Here now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now a handoff up the middle. Coles. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll run on first down. Forbes. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 2nd and 5 from the 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Forbes. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Up the middle they go. Forbes. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll try and run for it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now again, right side. Forbes. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And it is 28-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, will just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys are able to add on to their first-half lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So a look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And they have made this look easy. And there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home. But this, he's got a man, complete. A big play here for Dallas. 64 yards. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. On first down, Forbes, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it is 42-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after it.
From the gun on third down, Miles. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. The Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And that will come the offense as they take over. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receivers. He brings out this offense. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Forbes. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Up the middle they go. Forbes. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Forbes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Miles. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. And the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry, and he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And as we break it down on next-gen stats, that entire play wound up taking just 2.4 seconds beginning to end. So they were on him in a hurry. They'll run on first down. Forbes. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! A great play there. 38 yards. And the Cowboys are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Completes this one to Thornton. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands?
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Miles. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taking on the midfield logo. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Personal foul, unnecessary run, defense.
Sometimes those punt returns can yield some unnecessary roughness penalty.
Now, I know a lot of guys, when they run a long way to execute a block or make a hit, they're going to launch it no matter what, and it can often cost them.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Up the middle they go. Coles, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. York now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
And the Cowboys will advance to the next round as we say thanks for watching and so long, everybody.